Hello everybody, like, subscribe and hit that notification bell for daily contents. Yes people, welcome to LFC Red Forever channel. So today we're going to be speaking about rivals transfer and ins and outs of the teams, the position of the league, and I'll make a prediction at the end as well how the league's going to be finishing next season. And don't really judge it for me, please. Don't judge me after that, please. Yeah, so let's start with the table. As we all know, this is how it finished last season. Manchester City won the league, Liverpool finished second, and Chelsea finished third, Tottenham finished fourth, Arsenal finished fifth, and Man United finished sixth. So these are the regulars actually that compete for this league and give problems to each other throughout. And these are the big six. Let's just be honest. We can't really discredit that. Obviously, we're going to start from Man City all the way to six. We have to put Man United in there and Arsenal, even though they're not a Champions League club at the moment, but still have respect for them in that way. Yeah. So as we all can see, that's the league last season. So I'm going to predict the league hopefully for next season as well. So let's do this, people. Let's do this. So we're going to be talking about Man City's transfer dealings, ins and outs, if you know what I mean. What's next for them as well. I'm assuming they're going to make more transfers. It's not just going to be that one that they've done recently. So everybody knows they bought Haaland from Borussia Dortmund, and everybody knows that Haaland is one of the best strikers in young strikers in world football. He's gonna probably set the Premier League alight, but the only thing that's a downfall on his side is his injury record, and he picks up a lot of injuries. So Man City have bought him for, as everybody can see, 51.3 million. I'm not too sure if it's that much. I mean, this player normally will go for over 100 million. If Harry Kane is worth 140, how much is Haaland worth? You know what I mean? Especially with his age as well. Yeah, so this is the only player that's in so far for Manchester City. I'm expecting Calvin Phillips to follow him after that. And they've let a lot of players go as well, so don't forget about that. Yeah. So yeah, Haaland, they've needed an out-and-out striker. Does Pep Guardiola actually work with an out-and-out striker? I don't know. I've never seen him succeed. He had Ibrahimovic. He let go of Eto'o. So I don't know. He normally plays his number 10s as a striker, dropping deep kind of thing. So it's going to be a different Man City next season. I think they will defend less from the front with Haaland as a striker as well. Yes, he has his movements and all that stuff, but it's the high intensity football they play and the persistence of closing down teams. So are they moving away from that thing? That's what you got to look at as well. Calvin Phillips will come in. He will replace this player, Fernandinho, who's left Manchester City. He's gone back to Brazil. He's gone on a free transfer. He's about 37 years old. The Premier League is demanding. It's not going to be an easy league to continuously play the same way season in, season out, especially at his age as well. And he's going to be remembered as a legend in the Premier League anyway. Probably one of the best defensive midfielders in the Premier League's ever seen. So wherever he goes, he gets the best wishes from everyone in the Premier League, to be fair, man. Forget rivalries, people. Just give people their flowers when they need it as well. You know what I'm saying? Gavin is gone from Manchester City. I don't know who he is. I wish I can tell you. I've never seen him play. 12.6 million for the fee was. I don't know. I have no idea. I can't judge a player if I haven't seen him in the flesh. Pedro is gone for 7.7 million to Sporting in Portugal. I don't know. I have no idea of him as well. So these are the players that have been released. That I'm expecting Raheem Sterling to leave as well. Probably Ake to leave as well. So these two players, expect them to leave as well, people. I think Raheem Sterling is very close of joining Manchester. So Manchester City, not Manchester City, Chelsea. Very, very close. I've heard Chelsea and Raheem Sterling agreeing a deal. And Ake obviously is up for grabs, and a lot of teams do need defenders. Maybe, maybe this was a step too far for him because he hasn't played a lot of games. He played the left back majority of the last season as well. He only played like a couple of times in a defensive position as well. So that's Man City's signings. Obviously, I'm going to talk about the league later on. So that's them done. We're going to be talking about my club, Liverpool Football Club. Let's see who they're going to get next. You know what I mean? We finished second last season, and everybody knows we've signed 3 players. We let go a lot as well. So let's look at our signings. This is the players we got so far: and Darwin Núñez, Fabio Carvalho, and Calvin Ramsey. Are they world beaters? Not really, not necessarily, no. Because Darwin Núñez only impressed us last season with his goals and the performance in the Champions League. So it's just one season. Fabio Carvalho, the way he played in the Championship for Fulham was just out of this world. But is he going to be in that level in the next step up with Liverpool Football Club? I think he's going to be an impact player. I think Núñez is going to be an out-and-out striker for us. I think Núñez is going to be like getting a lot of good service as well from the likes of Thiago, Robertson, Trent. Players like that actually can create from deep. And don't forget Van Dijk with his long balls as well. So he's going to get more opportunities than he probably got at Benfica. Don't forget the levels of the Premier League and the Portuguese league is that far apart. It's just that far apart. It's too far. It's too far, man. Let me just put in the camera, that far apart. So yeah, so hopefully he'll come in and do what we bought him to do: score a lot of goals, create a lot of goals, and use his pace and power. Be a pest against those deep line defending teams, and prove people wrong. Because a lot of people are suspicious about him. They said he's just a one-season wonder. Is he good enough to play for Liverpool in the long term? Just prove people wrong. That's what I say. Prove people wrong. And then you got Fabio Carvalho, 5.3 million from Fulham. He came through the youth system with Harvey Elliott as well. He could play out wide. He could play in the middle. He's good at close control. He can take on players. He could create a chance. He could score a goal. Is he for a here and now, or is he just an impact player? I think he's going to be an impact player next season. He's going to play his majority games for himself, like maybe 15 in a season or something like that. And we'll see where he can go from there. But I think he's going to be more of an impact player against those deep line defending teams, because he's very, very good at, in a phone box situation, like if he has to go past players in tight situations. And I think he's going to be a brilliant player for Liverpool Football Club. And then you got Calvin Ramsey, 4.4 million from Aberdeen. He's the obviously understudy to Trent Alexander-Arnold. Alexander-Arnold could be moved. Alexander-Arnold could be pushed forward as a midfielder from time to time and play this kid as a right back. He's a very, very good right back. But then again, Scottish football and the Premier League is night and day from each other. But Klopp can turn players into great players. That's the kind of manager he is, and he could actually do this for this kid. Don't forget, we bought Robertson from Hull for 8 million, and Hull was relegated that season. And look at the way that turned out. Robertson is one of the best left backs in world football at the moment, probably the best left back in the world football. Yeah, so you got to look into things like that. So I think these players will have their moments next season, and I think obviously Núñez is going to be a starter, but the other two probably impact players, and there's certain games they're going to have to play as well. They might have their own targets for the season. So we'll look at the releases for Liverpool Football Club. As everybody knows, Sadio Mane has gone for 28.8 million. Obviously, it's going to probably go to 40 million eventually. It depends on appearances and success. And then you got Marco Grujic, Klopp's first ever signing at Liverpool Football Club. Has gone 8.1 million to Porto. It's just a pity the kid didn't like set the world alight. I remember him playing against Barcelona at Wembley. I was there when he scored that tremendous header in the top corner. And I saw Messi and players like that, Suarez. It's just a pity his career at Liverpool hasn't taken off. But yeah, that's the way it goes sometimes. I can't say any more about Mane. Everybody knows how I feel about him. Second best player of all time for me at Liverpool Football Club. Obviously after John Barnes. And then you got Divock Origi, the cult hero. One of the greatest players in the Premier League era. The starter of... one of the best players for Liverpool. When Klopp arrived, I think that injury he had against Everton set him back a few years because he wasn't the same player anymore. I remember when Klopp came in, he was scoring a lot of goals, this guy, and headers, pacey goals, like volleys, everything. He was scoring so many goals, and ever since that injury against Everton, he hasn't been the same player. But he's a cult hero, scored in important games during our Champions League run, Premier League runs, and he will never be forgotten, man. He'll never be forgotten. Good luck. Anyway, I've seen him yesterday presented by AC Milan, and he looks very, very happy over there. Hopefully he will get more games as well. Shea Ojo, never had a chance at Liverpool, never set the world alight. He's been on a couple of loans to Wolves and other places. Never set those long loan spells alight either. So sometimes, if it's not meant to be, it's not meant to be. Ben Woodburn, Klopp gave him a lot of opportunities, never took it. He went to Sheffield United, as I remember, never took it. So yeah, unlucky for him, man, because he had the potential, but sometimes it just doesn't go your way. Loris Karius, everybody knows, we bought him from Mainz for cheap, around 5 million. I think it was about 5 million or 3 million. And you know what happened. I don't want to discredit the player for, he's already got a lot of people saying bad things about him, but you got to have a human side as well, people. Yeah, so yeah, that's some of the players that's gone from Liverpool Football Club. So we move on to the next team, which will be obviously Chelsea. What have Chelsea got? I don't know. Let's see. Let me go up. You have to go all the way up because they are after the B's. There you go. So Chelsea, 0 in. Don't forget, people. They've got new owners. They have to put their foot down. They have to get their feet under the table and see what they're gonna get. I'm expecting Raheem Sterling to come in, but after that, I have no idea what other transfers they got. But yeah, just give them time. They'll get the players they need. Are they going to challenge next season? It's going to be difficult because the transfers that they have in place, are they good enough to compete for the title in a whole season? That I don't know about. So we'll have to wait and see. And they lost a defender. I'm expecting, obviously, Raheem Sterling to come in. I'm expecting another striker to come in. I'm expecting a midfielder to come in. And I'm expecting a centre-back to come in as well. So they need that in order for them to, cement a place in the top 3 at least. So they've got rid of a few players, as everybody can see. Musunda, free transfer. I've never seen him. So I don't know who that person is. Obviously, Antonio Rudiger has gone to Real Madrid for a free. Chelsea could have kept him if they gave him the finance power he wanted, but nope, he's gone to Real Madrid on a free. Great defender, one of the best last season. Good luck to him at Real Madrid. And you got Andreas Christensen, the Danish international. I thought he had a great potential in the future, but sometimes it doesn't go your way. He didn't really cement a place at Chelsea either, so it's just unlucky. You know what I mean? Sometimes clubs are not your clubs, innit? So he's been released for free transfer as well. And then you got Jake Clark, Salter. I wish I can tell you who he is. He's been released for a free transfer. Jerry Drinkwater, ex-Leicester player, obviously won the Premier League with Leicester as well. And obviously they brought him in to play with Kante, as they did at Leicester, but it never worked out. He's been at Chelsea for a few years now and never broke through. Yeah, so that's about it for Chelsea. I'm not gonna say a lot of things about him because they haven't had the chance to put their foot down in the transfer window, and it's gonna take them a while. So we move on to the next team, which is Tottenham Hotspur. So who have they got? They finished fourth last season. Arsenal, declined, and Tottenham just took over and done their bit. Congratulations to them, really. Yeah, so they finished fourth last season. They've signed a few players. Obviously, Basuma. Everybody's asking why Liverpool haven't signed him. Liverpool were going for Tuchemine at the same time, people. When your eggs are in one basket, it's difficult to go to another one. By that time, Basuma has already agreed to go to Tottenham, and the signing the documents already happened. So it's not going to be easy for us to go there and come to Liverpool. It's too late. I like him. I watched him against Liverpool last season, the 2-2 at Anfield. I thought he was outstanding, to be fair. I thought he was amazing in that midfield. He controlled it easy. Yeah, and they got Ivan Perisic from Inter Milan. Everybody knows who he is. Croatian international, World Cup finalist. One of the best Croatian players ever. Speedy winger. And he will bring a lot to Tottenham as well. They wanted, obviously, Diaz from Liverpool in January transfer window to play in that position, but sometimes it doesn't go your way. We had the intentions of buying Diaz for a while, and eventually we bought him. So yeah, Diaz and Perisic, similar, but Perisic is at that age of 30, so he's gonna decline eventually. But you never know what he's gonna do next season. So you got Fraser Foster from Southampton on a free as well. That's a defender. That's a goalkeeper who won championships with Celtic in Scotland. He was at Southampton for a while as well. Obviously, he's going to be second choice to Lloris, the French goalkeeper, the French international captain, and he accepted it. You can't join a club for free, and Lloris is there unless you're going to be sitting on the bench. So yeah, you got Josh Keeley, St. Pat's. He's got an undisclosed fee. I don't know who that is, but good luck to him. Yeah, so that's Tottenham so far. They're making a lot of stuff. They're making a lot of noise, Tottenham, and they're not ending it there as well. They're trying to get Richarlison and Gordon from Everton, and I think Everton have rejected the Gordon transfer, but Richarlison could be a possibility for them as well. So we move on to the Arsenal. What are they gonna do this summer? I wonder. They've done good business so far, and they're still doing business, which is a big threat. People you gotta be afraid of Arsenal people. They are making business, man, and they are going to be a threat next season, in my opinion. So they got Matt Turner from New England for 4.7 million, and they got Marquinhos from Sao Paulo, 3 million, and they got Fabio Vieira that everybody wanted for 31.5 million. Everybody knows about Fabio Vieira. He played for Porto last season in the Champions League. He's a speedy player in the midfield, a central midfielder, and he offers a lot. He offers a lot to that midfield they have as well. And I'm expecting big things from him, because Liverpool were chasing him at one stage. Whenever Liverpool go for a player, everybody goes that way. But sometimes Liverpool make you go that way, but they're going this way, if you know what I mean. So, yeah, listen, he's going to be a good signing for them. And they're chasing Rafinha from Leeds United. That's still ongoing, the talks of that one, from what I've heard. And Jesus is not too far, people. That's about 45 million they're going to spend on that striker. And I like Jesus. He's a pest. He's pacey. He's a goal scorer as well. So he's going to offer them even more stuff next season. That's why I think Arsenal will be a threat, people. So watch that space, man. Yeah, I'm expecting them to be in the top 4 next season. They're not going to challenge for the title, don't get me wrong. I'm not going to put them in that bracket. They're going to be challenging, like some of their fans are already doing. But they are going to be a threat, you know what I mean? And Arteta is putting his, stamp down there. And I've been saying, you know what I mean, to people, be patient. Be patient. You'll get your rewards at the end. If you keep chopping and changing managers, that's when your club loses its identity and they don't know where to go next. And Arsenal's going somewhere, people. And yeah, all those people that are saying they're not going anywhere all those years, shame on you, I'll say. So we move on. I know they're 6th. They're not in the Champions League. But you got to give them their flowers, in it, Man United. They are, the best Premier League team in history so far. I mean, unless Liverpool take over eventually. So let's look at Man United. There you go. They bought nothing. You can't really expect much from them. You got to think about it this way, people. If there's a new manager, and the club has these issues in the past of signing players that don't do well for them, you expect him to have his own things going, if you know what I mean. He's gonna have his own stamp on there. He's gonna have his own creativity, his own product, if you know what I mean, his own formation, his own way of playing and people understanding. But if you rush things and buy the players you don't want and then you put them in the team and they don't do well, the past few seasons is an actual reflection. You know what I mean? All those players you bought, they become average players. From world class to average. And that can happen again. And people are asking for signings here, signings there. They're going for Frenkie de Jong of Barcelona. They're very close to signing him. That could be their first signing, and everybody knows Ten Hag knows a lot about him because he was in the Ajax team that made it to the semi-finals of the Champions League and nearly made it to the final. If it wasn't for Lucas Moura at Tottenham scoring in the last minute. So yeah, give the guy time, man. This is from a fan's point of view, not as a rival. Give the guy time. Let him have his own stamp. He's still got to face Fergie in the stands every time something goes wrong. There's a lot of stuff in that club, a lot of baggage that's gonna, distract him. I just want to see if he's strong enough. If he's one of those managers that's, don't take rubbish from anyone. Don't just put his own stamp on there. Make him the number one person. Because if you look at Liverpool and Manchester City, who's the number one person? The manager. That's what Man United need to do. Enough of this, Fergie and all this stuff. That's the past. That's why Liverpool, sorry to go back to Liverpool, that's why Liverpool have set themselves back 30 years because we kept on dwelling on Kenny Dalglish, Joe Fagan and Bob Paisley and Bill Shankly. We kept on going back to those days. We're supposed to look forward, not backwards. That's what these guys have to do. This guy's come in now. Let him have his own time, 4 or 5 years, and see where you go from there. Because you've tried everything else. World-class managers, money spent, they get you 6th position. Come on, man. So yeah, these are the players that's gone out the door. Obviously, Paul Pogba. What a shame. He's still in his prime and he's gone for a free. Second time, don't forget, people, he's left Man United. He came through the youth system and he left for Juventus, and now he's gone back to Juventus again. And then you got Matic, he's gone to Rome on a free. Cavani released on a free. Jesse Lingard, a lot of teams were probably going to look at him. Released on a free. Juan Mata released on a free. What a shame for Juan Mata, people. That's one of the best players that come out of Spain, and it just didn't work out wherever he went. Lee Grant, the goalkeeper, retired. So yeah, these are the players that's gone, but it's all free, people. You see, bought for a lot of money, all gone for free. Yeah, so this is how it is. That's how it is, people. Things don't go the way you want it sometimes, and you just got to give the guy time. You just got to give Eric Ten Hag time, people. If you don't give him time, Man United, you're going to have another barren years at your club, man. And it's going to be probably 12 years, 13 years, 14 years, all the way to 30. You never know, man. Football goes in a cycle, man. And with these billionaire owners in the Premier League, they will make sure Man United are down in the dumps for years and years, as they did to everyone else, if you know what I mean. So please, people, please smash that like button and subscribe if you haven't, and all that good stuff. This is for free, from a person that loves football and a fanatic. I'm not just a fan, I'm a fanatic of the game. Yeah, so that's how it is. in the Premier League, it's gonna be an interesting season. This upcoming season, in my opinion, because a lot of people are discrediting Manchester City the way they bought players this season, and a lot of people are discrediting Liverpool the way they bought players this season. But people forget that Liverpool finished second, 1 point behind City, and City, they've been top throughout the season as well. So how's it gonna go? The difference between City and Liverpool is City have done an overhaul, so their whole team is gone like different direction. Are they going to be the same? Don't forget, players have to be integrated to the team, and they have to find a way all of them to gel. Liverpool have still got the same players. Yes, 1 or 2 youngsters have come in, but we still got the nucleus of the team there, and which I think is going to win us the league next season. We just need that midfielder, Liverpool. We just need that midfielder. And I think we'll cement our top place. The transfer window ain't closed yet, people. Still open. It's only been, 15, 14 days? Still open. Still time. And I think we're going to get someone in. Manchester City, still getting people in. And obviously, like I said, Calvin Phillips will be in very soon. And they got a left back, I think, from Brighton coming in. I don't know his name. He's coming in as well. So they got a few players coming in, but there's a lot of players going out at the same time as well. So I think out of the two, Liverpool will finish top, City will finish second. So we'll move on to Chelsea. It depends on their transfer window, people. Like, are they going to improve or are they going to not improve? What is the ambition for these new owners? Are they just giving smoke signals at the moment? Oh, we're going to sign this player, going to sign that player, but nothing's going to come, just like typical Americans? Or are they going to get the players that will make them better to compete for the league next season? So, where do I see Chelsea next season? So far, I see them in 4th. It depends on what they sign. What they sign. So we move on to Tottenham. Tottenham will finish 3rd next season. It's Antonio Conte, man. It's the effect of that manager, man. I think he's brilliant. I think he's hungry. I think the way he came out of nowhere with Tottenham and finished in the top 4 proves how good of a manager he is. And the way he's signing players right now, and he's not ending it, that's going to get them top 3 next season, man. I'm telling you right now. So we move on to Arsenal. Signing good players. Signing a striker that's going to get you a lot of goals, get you a lot of opportunities. He could play out wide as well. If they sign Rafinha, I think they've got the possibility of taking over. I don't know. You know what? It depends on Chelsea. You know what? I'll downgrade Chelsea. I'll let them finish in 5th position so far. I say that I changed my mind. I say that because they haven't signed anyone. If they sign people, I'll come on another show and I'll explain it to you where they're going to be finishing. So I'll make them finish 5th for now. I think Arsenal's going to finish 4th. I'll tell you why. It's the signings they're making and the youth of the players and the energy they could maintain throughout the season as well. If you know what I mean. They will learn from last season. They have improved the squad. If they get Rafinha and Jesus, poof, that's going to be peak. And they've got Vieira in the middle now. I still think they need a powerful centre-back with Ben White. You know what I mean? They need someone who's powerful in that centre-back, who's pacey, who's good in the air, who's a leader. You could have all that stuff around it, but if you haven't got that, then you're going to have defects at the same time as well. Yeah, so that's what I think the league's going to finish. It's going to be Liverpool first. It's not because of fan, because there's consistency of the squad. That's how I see it. Manchester City second. I took Chelsea away from there. I think Tottenham's going to finish there. 4th, Arsenal. 5th, Chelsea. 6th, Man United again. Because Man United, they got a 5-year job, people. 5-year job for that club. And Ten Hag, he's got his work cut out. I'm being honest. He's got his work cut out. Yeah, so that's how I see it, people. Liverpool, Manchester City, Tottenham, Arsenal, Chelsea, and Man United. But it depends on Chelsea's signings. Like I said, it depends on Chelsea's signings. So yeah, that's all I got for you people. I hope you enjoyed this. Premier, obviously the rivals transfer show. I'm sorry. I'll come back again when the transfer ends, and then we could speak about this again. Yeah, like I said, it's just for now. This is how I see the league, and we'll see what happens at the end of the transfer window. Then we could come back on another show. So please like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you soon, people. I'll see you